these are who the champions are going to be by the end of 2023. Now, to start off, let's just get the women's divisions out the way. First, we got women's featherweight. It's it's pretty obvious. Amanda Nunes. Now, featherweight women's featherweight doesn't even really have a ranking system, so I don't even know who's even in featherweight. So we'll just go with Amanda Nunes for that. Women's bantamweight, no brainer. Amanda Nunes once again. Next up, women's flyweight, one and only Valentina Shevchenko. I don't really see anyone beating her. Talia Santos gave her a really good fight, but I just feel like she's just way levels above everyone in that division. Women's strawweight is Wei Li Zhang herself. Now, one thing that might happen is I I also don't see anyone beating Wei Li Zhang. Maybe Rose, but I think she should beat the brakes off of Rose now. But what might happen is they might do a super fight between Miss Valentina over here and Miss Zhang, which would probably be crazy. And now moving on to the men's division. Now starting out, I have it listed as the Moreno Figueiredo division because the flyweight division just clearly does not exist. It's the Moreno and Figueiredo division. These are the only fools fighting for that belt, and I feel like it's just gonna continue to be this way. So for the Moreno Figueiredo division for this year, I think Mr. Lego enthusiast Brandon Moreno is gonna hold that belt. Now moving on to bantamweight, Mr. Olympic gold medalist. I think he comes back, and I think that backpack shit will not work on Cejudo, and Cejudo is just gonna violate what's his name, Mr. Backpack. And now the featherweight, it's that overgrown rugby player, that overgrown midget rugby player, Volkanovski. This guy is just too good. Pound for pound number one right now for a reason. No one is coming close to touching that featherweight. He's just way levels above everybody. And what he did to my boy Max, that was uncalled for. I don't really appreciate what he did to him. But yeah, he's gonna keep that belt. And honestly, I think he's gonna cement himself as the featherweight GOAT. Um, Either this year or even the next year. Lightweight, similar to featherweight, Islam Makhachev. Like featherweight, when on Volkanovski is levels above all the featherweights, this man Islam Makhachev is also levels above the lightweights. I can only see Benil Dariush and Arman Tarzukian, I think that's how you pronounce his name, only giving him any real threat. But the meta of the MMA is just being Dagestani. That's just like you're just set for success if you're Dagestani. At welterweight, Hamza Chimaev. This man, like I said, the meta is being Dagestani. This man is Dagestani, and I think he gets it. I'm pretty sure he could beat all the welterweights right now. Things weren't looking as good in the Burns fight and all, but I think he'll definitely improve. Like Leon Edwards, he just wrestles the shit out of him. Usman will be a competitive fight, but I just them Dagestanis, man, they just can't compete with American wrestling, especially Division Two American wrestling. And then Colby, I want to see that fight so bad, but I still think Hamza will get it done. Middleweight. Now, middleweight got shooken up the last 2 months with Piera, but I think this man gets the belt back. I really do. He came so close to knocking that man out, and then I don't know what happened. This man Piera just starts losing to Adesanya, and then just decides, yeah, nah, I'm done losing. I want to win this. And the thing with Piera is his grappling looks very suspect at the moment. I don't know what they gave him a brown belt for. He got taken down by Izzy, which is crazy. But I think Adesanya will figure him out and just get the job done eventually. Now at light heavyweight, Prohaska. Now I said by the end of 2023. This modern day samurai warrior, whatever you want to call him, he's just different. Clearly, he's built different, and I think that shoulder injury was very serious. It is very serious, but I think this man's gonna bounce back, probably in like around November, December, like at the last cards of the year. I think he gets the belt back for whoever whoever has that belt. And to be honest, with the light heavyweight belt, I something just tells me Jamal Hill's gonna get it done. But if not, I think like around the summertime, Magomed Ankalaev, like I've said before, being Dagestani is the meta of MMA. That's the best base for MMA is just being Dagestani. And I still think Jiri beats him as well. And last but definitely not least at heavyweight, Coke Jones, the GOAT, undisputed GOAT. I just think he'll translate very his skills, everything will translate very well from light heavyweight to heavyweight. He's gonna keep all the skill. He's just too skilled. Let's just put it at that. Especially a heavyweight that rely on their power a lot. Cyril Gahn honestly would probably pose the biggest threat. I don't think anybody, and Tom Aspinall. I think Tom Aspinall also gives him a really good fight. Other than that, I don't think anybody at heavyweight gives him any type of threat because a lot of them just rely on their power. Either Joe's gonna outgrapple the shit out of all of them and just ragdoll them. Those were my predictions for this year. I'm about 76.5% confident that I got these right. But anyways, y'all let me know.